We saw in her Vorce bans the other night, he actually was prioritizing bans so much that they took out the Chen and the Enchantress. It was a little bit more Na'Vi specific when he did that, but it removes this ability just to go straight jungle heroes. And Vega, they just pick up the lone druid. It's hard to go wrong with a lone druid. It's difficult to go wrong with a lone druid.
Yeah, the only situation that I see Lone Druid really having a problem early on is, you know, if he's put into these 1v1 situations, maybe with Nature's Prophet, then the Nature Prophet can kind of win. And then say they have a really good aggressive tri lane, and the Nature Prophet keeps TPing in, and you keep killing his enemy here, like enemy team over and over, in which case the Lone Druid's not going to get, you know, say a 20-25 minute radiance because, well, they're already knocking at our throne or tier 3 towers. So, but instead we're going to get another good hero it's really good for purifying the bear or the hero. It helps lock him down in situations, but I've seen so many times where they try to kill off the bear. They use the Fortune's End on the bear, but he just returns it immediately. Obviously it'll still follow, but and normally what we see coupled with oracles in these situations is Juggernaut for chasing down the lone druid. But I wonder what Team Empire are going to do.
Juggernaut does seem like one of the best picks because it's also that raw damage that you do against the bear. Because once the bear goes down, the lone druid is basically just a quelling blade. That's all his hero is.
The problem though is you're forced into a battle fury though, because sure you can kill the lone druid early on with the spin, but in the later stages of the game you have this really tanky hero and a really tanky bear. So you have to kill both of them in the situation, and if you don't have some kind of AoE or like Mjolnir or Battle Fury, you're just not going to do enough with your Omni Slash.
Hello Enchantress. Oh god, Vega. So when I see a draft like this, it just looks so good to
Green team.
It's yeah, we could be looking at the friend of nature.
Friend of nature.
For Team Empire, like you got Chrono, you got Oracle. We're not feeling the burst damage into the Chronosphere, and I'm really concerned we're going to get the wonderful CIS dual combo. Now, like I know we've actually got two stats men sitting inside our bloody chat right now. We got both the Haas as well as Scant sitting in there. But I'd love to know the combo of a Sven as well as a Faceless Void, because it seems to be Team Empire were doing it, and like I keep seeing it more predominantly in the CIS thing than anywhere else, where you run this offlane Void and this safe lane Sven, and you have the issue of the mid having to do so much work during that chrono time with burst damage, be it like Queen of Pain, be it OD, that you kind of like are like, well, what would be better if you actually had like a safe lane or range that could hit into the Faceless Void chrono.
They say about not picking up Sven in the games yesterday for Navi. But
I actually got so tilted during that.
I get tilted too, but
see the Zeus really and the Death Prophet, they are the great bands by solo. He understands that's the mid that you want to have when Faceless Void's got a Chronosphere. Even in the early stages, like you just throw off Thunder God's Wrath and Faceless Void's probably got enough help that he can get that kill.
All right, Team Empire are going to pick a Witch Doctor 100%, else I'm leaving the game. They're also
Witch Doctor?
Oh yeah, this is the most I've never seen a bigger Witch Doctor game from one side.
Canopy Enchantress, it's a good combination with the Chronosphere. Great against Lone Druid because Druid can't keep his band next to him or else Paralyzing Cask ends up screwing him over. Yep, I agree with you. Witch Doctor looks pretty sexy.
Also, yeah, I love the Zeus band coming out. Enchantress is just paper. Like you just feed constantly when you're against a Zeus because he just bolts you down and then you die. You die really fast, especially when you have Oracle too. That's a lot of burst.
Team Empire actually banned the Queen of Pain.
I mean, it's just giving a lot of respect to no one. It's kind of what they like to do on Vega. They have kind of sometimes two space makers, right? Mad goes around last game with the Night Stalker as well as no one.
If Vega actually pick, okay. I'm like, I wonder if they just try and block pick the Witch Doctor right now. so he can't be played with Team Empire. But you get a Disruptor. Not a bad hero against like heroes like Faceless Void. Time Walk is really great for repairing a lot of the damage that's done to you. And in combination with the Oracle, that's a pretty damn good combo. The issue you're going to have is Disruptor's going to drag you back. The Chronosphere can just have the Storm planted on it and actually walled up with the Disruptor. So he makes it difficult for the Faceless Void to be able to battle in that one. He's good control on the puck. And very punishing if Team Empire just try and run. Which they will probably be doing when you got Lone Druid and Enchantress. But I wasn't expecting like the Disruptor per se, because I was thinking like something like a Witch Doctor would actually be great. Because then you'd actually have Restoration. If you get a Juggernaut, well, he's banned out. But if you got like a Pusher, with that, you just force down the lane.
Vega Squadron's turn to pick.
Okay.
This is looking old school, and Vega's lineup just looks all so scary. Oh my gosh. Disruptor is looking like it could be the man of the hour, right, Toby? And when you have a Viper on the front lines against this lineup, oh my goodness, Vega have drafted themselves in a good situation to win this game.
I'm really surprised that Evorce did this. Like, Evorce drafting yesterday was something which really impressed myself and Cap. Like, everything felt so well thought out. It countered the enemy perfectly, and you always felt like Na'Vi was at a disadvantage in the drafting phase.
Maybe he didn't care today. He's like, oh, we're going to ESL, boys. Today don't matter for Kref.
It's possible he thinks that, but hopefully not.
It does matter, though, because WePlay, like you said, isn't it top one only gets through from each region?
Correct.
So, I mean, if they don't win this here, I think they're just out.
Yes, they are. If they lose this game, there's
probably like
there is a very low chance.
Yeah, very low.
Like there is one path that they can get there, and it's a guaranteed tie, and requires Vega to lose their remaining match tomorrow night against Rocks. Okay, so Team Empire, you pick a Skywrath mage. The combo with the Void isn't bad, but he's pretty crappy against the Viper. He's also fairly bad against Enchantress, even though the early harass is okay. It's the army of Enchantress that just walks over the mage and you can't do anything about it. They have no clearance as well, Team Empire, for that. There's no counter push coming from their supports. And you've got to have counter push against an Enchantress and a Lone Druid. Like, if Vega went in for something like a... if Vega went in for something like a Luna right now, then they would just force down the lanes with the Viper mech, Enchantress huge army. They have so much damage that no one could battle into it. And there's no D-push. This Lifestealer pickup, like...
I'm trying to think of another tanky hero, like another Lone Druid, another Spin, and I think that's what they're going to pick up here. You want something to really be able to survive the Chronos on his own. They could be lacking in the initiation department too.
See, I wouldn't even worry about the Chronospheres, because the Void, if there's one thing we've learned about the Chronospheres in the last week, it's the fact the Chrono goes down and there's no damage being dealt while you're inside the Chrono. It's a big lockdown unless you got a combo hero. And the Skywrath made just that, but if Vega go for early push, which, like, it's what they used to be massively known for. You force down buildings, you force down towers, you force early fights, and there's no way that Team Empire will be able to react to you. And Vega, instead of just going for the all-out push, they get one of the greatest counters to the Lifestealer, and that's the Ursa. This also means that if they take early towers, Roshan is a piece of piss for Vega.
Yeah, and if they get a BKB on Ursa, there's little they can really do to stop him in team fights. And Empire's lineup, they have to play perfect right now to win this game. They have to play absolutely perfect from the sound off. And I don't know if they can necessarily do this. This is heavily like 80-20 right now for picks for Vega. Like they have this game not in the bag, but they're doing a really good job. But at the same time, what if Empire go aggressive? Can they get away with that is the question, or how are they going to run this? And then we talk about the synergy so many times when we see Voids. And once again, it's like I'm watching, and I'm watching a Sentry where Empire is, they're doing the same thing they did his last game for Power Rangers for me. They're just like, here, let me make you mad, Alan. Here you go, Ryu. Let's just make you mad. Why bother with Sentries in Dota? We don't need them. Okay. Well,
Chill.
all right.
Chill, bro. Chill.
Nah, I'm just hyping this up because, yeah, like you said, Lifestealer plus Void. I really want to see how much synergy they can get done, and Lifestealer's not even going to have enough time to go into an Ancient Creep farm. He's going to have to hope he gets a Black Dragon early, man.
If what you're talking about, like what you're thinking about, doesn't work.
30 seconds.
Yeah,
Like the reason why, okay, so for people out there who don't know what Ryu's actually talking about, it's the Kuro play, is what it shall be known as, where you infest up a Black Dragon and then with the Ancients you walk underneath towns, you can't be affected by magical damage, and you just push down the lane. Now this doesn't work in this game, primarily because one, Ursa is a core, and two, they don't have split push that capitalizes on the distraction, because it's a distraction. It doesn't really do that much push itself. It's merely keeping the opposition, like, busy. And what made it work with Team Liquid was the fact they ran an off-lane Broodmother, and that pushed out the side lane while Kuro made trouble on the other side lane.
Yeah, and here comes the bear being naughty. They also have the feast to start up. This helps out deal a lot more damage to here. And the bear could eventually go down here.
If Funny can get the blocks off, he can, yeah.
You need to be careful, though. You don't lose too much experience from this tower, though. And Creep Wave pulled off.
Dire's top tower is
Yeah.
under attack.
This is actually kind of perfect for...
FN?
There's a problem. Skyros Mage actually pauses it then, too. I think FN disconnected. He missed the last hit underneath the tower.
His auto attack was probably off. Probably playing with his girlfriend. Who knows?
I'm sorry.
I mean, okay, so the reason why I said the playing with the girlfriend thing, so your auto attack stays off and on. Like mine plays with auto attack off, and if you switch, like if you switch computers, it's like, or switch accounts or anything, like it stays on.
Yeah, it's a local setting.
It's so annoying. Oh my gosh.
I play with mine turned off.
Because I would go play on my account on her computer, and it was like, well, my auto attack's not on.
I've lost. These are the kind of battles which I'm never certain he should be trying to take. Primarily because like Disruptor's one of the best heroes that you could have harassing out a Faceless Void. Because Void's, like, he wants to time lapse out burst of damage. Like, he backtracks 2 seconds in time worth of the damage. But Disruptor has 4 instances of damage.
He's got 1 CS on Ursa. What is this, Toby? What's going on?
It's been rough. He's been busy battling up against a Voss, I think, more than anything else.
I mean, this is the one lane. Okay, if Voss gets a bash, he's dead.
If he time walks it, okay. Voss, how much confidence do you got? Not that much. Oh, they're gonna glimpse him. He's still got his time walk available, and he'll use it. Doesn't break a lot of the damage, but if he's lucky, no, it's a bounty rune, it's not a regen. The other rune was an invis rune for a Skywrath mage. And Nofia is already moving up to the top lane. They're gonna try and battle into Mag. Wait, does he have a bear?
No, they killed it off. That's what I was trying to say. I mean,
Oh, sorry.
they put in so much pressure and work onto him. Maybe they're waiting for him to resummon it in 10 seconds, and then they go for the kill. Oh boy, Mag would be screwed for the next until 5 minutes or something. Okay.
There's the resummon. Creep Wave comes underneath the tower. No fear. He's trying to body block Mag a little bit, so now they can go in for Concussor Shot, the Orb, and no mana for Open Wounds. FN's still going to dive for it because it's worth it, but wait, he ran out. They might be worried about TPing support coming in that would really punish them. But then again, what are you going to do with TPing an Enchantress? That's not going to do jack.
So there's a lot of things that I kind of wanted to touch on this game. The one is the Lifestealer versus the Lone Druid. In this situation, if it was a 1v1, Lifestealer would come out ahead just because you get up the feast and you can constantly deny. And the same thing I wanted to say for the Ursa versus the Faceless Void. Once you start stacking up those Fury swipes onto the Faceless Void, he cannot stay up. So if they had just left to their own devices in the 1v1s, both of the carries can take it to the enemy offlaners here.
Waiting for a Voss to overstay his welcome. Seam has still got that level 2 glimpse available. And a Vorst being that low, if Pasha is able to finish up his phase boots, he can run to that glimpse position quick enough that he'll be able to just beat through a Vorst.
Man, Solo's level 4 right now. He's just farming up the storm. We haven't seen him gank anywhere yet. And let's see. Here we go. Finally being put on some pressure on top lane. Still Meg is... He went boots first. This is what you want to do. And then you want to get a Orb of Venom. Sadly, Funnick could be caught out here.
There's only Savage Roar. There's no entangling roots because that's still only a level 4 Lone Druid. And Funnick, he's real. It's almost like he's trying to bait Mag forwards. Then they can fight this away from that tier 1 tower. But with the help of Solo, this will be a little bit easier for Team Empire. I say easier. They get the kill over on Mag. He'll drop down. No fear will be the sacrifice as Solo. He'll keep up, staying in range and having the sprites behind him. In fact, he also can look for a double kill. Chasing up to Funnick as FN body blocks up, so Funnick, he can get back in range of the tower in time. They're able to survive. Seema can't get in the vision to get the glimpse over on Funnick.
But they're still being very aggressive. Are they going to find him? Oh, they just warded there.
They're going to loop in around the tower. The Hellbears had 10 seconds left on it, so yeah, they potentially could have done that. It's middle lane where Aloha dances. Viper striked up. He'll Dream Call quickly, but because he did that, he actually triggered the Corrosive Skin, which drops down to 15 HP, and then he takes the damage! He broke the Dream Coil, which actually ends up killing off the puck! The Viper takes the kill on Aloha dance. Seema will wrap up the Skywrath Mage, and whoops!
Man, I would be laughing my ass off too right now if I was Viper.
I wonder if Viper even calculated that. He's like, yeah, he's definitely, he's on 15 HP. I need one more tick. Corrosive Skin would do it.
That's why he wasn't using his orb. He was like, I know I'm Aloha. I'm going to die if I orb him because of the Corrosive Skin. But at the end of the day, he still died because of the break damage.
Yep.
Oh.
But he threw it out so they can get the kill on the Viper. The problem is the Viper gets the kill.
Uh-oh, Aloha. Already used this thing.
There's no mana for Glimpse.
Mango.
Oh yeah, you're right, he does. They could have dragged him back in. No one would have been willing and ready to take him.
Yeah, it's just not... No one didn't really come fast enough. He was already... I think he was at the hill up here, so he had to walk very far, and didn't work out. But No Fear is still getting level 4 because of that solo kill onto the Viper. That does help out in the EX department. Obviously, Viper against Puck is extremely hard. Even having 22 CS against 32 right now, that's really good for Aloha. It's because of that double damage rune he picked up earlier. Really keep him in the CS, keeping it relatively close here. And then the bottom lane here, they're going to set up for some kills.
They're trying to beat out a Vorst, but Empire, they're the ones bringing in support. Aloha dances his Dream Call available, going to just orb himself down. They want the kill over on Pasha. There goes the Dream Call, but they don't have the damage to kill him. And Pasha still waiting to attack. This is a 4-hero rotation from Team Empire. And Pasha, oh my, No Fear. Don't be part of that one. Pasha getting nuked down by Funnick, but this is now just going to help regen him up. Havorst back to the front lines, has to time walk himself away. Pasha's Phase Boots on cooldown, but it won't matter. He runs down Faceless Void. Lifestealer dies on the top lane in the meantime, underneath the tier 1 tower. And Funnick is trapped in the middle of nowhere. He'll bump into Seema, and they want the kill. Well, okay, no, Solo wants the kill. So they want the kill over on top of Pasha, so he can complete up that Vladimir's, but looks like they don't really give a crap, and they take the kill anyway. 3 heroes down for Empire after they were the aggressors.
I just want to go back and rewind and see what happened to the Lifestealer. I mean, he must have gotten tangled like 3 times or something very crazy because he still had Infest up. That should not happen. As well as the bottom lane there.
Oh,
where's he at? Did he just get sent back? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, there's an Observer Ward right on top of that tier 1 tower for the Radiant side. And they saw him TP in and he just gets glimpsed back to base. This is wasted time. He shouldn't lose that much experience because the creep wave is only now just reaching the tower. So it's not bad on that front. He's still going to get his Chronosphere. But it's the fact that Empire also tried to force the fight before Void had his Chronosphere. That for me is like you throw out a big question mark.
I was trying to flag that, but then you beat me to it. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No. That's fine. I was as long as people knew that, because like you said, they could have waited. All they needed to do was wait for 1 creep. Literally 1 creep for Havos, and he would have had his chrono. He would have had the setup, and then they could have silenced everything perfectly with No Fear as well as the Puck. and then they could have gotten the kill onto the Ursa.
A lot of issues coming out with the synergy of this draft.
And watch Empire going to make it work somehow. But yeah, it's 6-2 right now. They're not playing perfectly.
If they
and
make it work, I'll be
mid.
surprised. Aloha!
Nice haste rune.
That just got him out of the wall in time. But it's the fact that Vega reaching that point where they can do exactly what I'm expecting them to do. They force the 5-man engagement against Team Empire. They don't care about Chrono. Lone Druid is not the tankiest of heroes, but it's the fact that you get the mech on the Viper in under 10 minutes. Like, no one's had himself pretty much a free time at mid. Yes, there's the one death to his name, but he's still pretty damn good at this point. He just counts out Aloha Dance now. There's also Havors buried inside that puck. No longer.
Well, it would be Havost if he was playing Corrigan.
Oh, sorry, FN.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen so many Havost Lifestealer bombs that I would still call it the same thing too.
Yeah, I'm living in the past. I'm living in the age
good
when
pass.
when they used to run a lifestealer offlane with Havost.
I remember all the Batrider plays coming in from Navi. So many. As well as there was like Storm
They're
Spirit
going on
plays.
Funnick. Blink daggers up from Pasha, and Funnick, well, yeah.
That should have probably been on the Ursa. But, well.
Potentially too. Funnick could have Fortune's Ended himself, but look how close he is. He's 2 points of experience away from having Fortune's End.
They really don't like having their ultimates this game for Empire.
Well, they're trying to get it on Funnick just then.
I know.
Like, it wasn't for the want of trying. The issue is just timing. And Vorst, well, he's at least found his level 8. It's a time walk off that impetus damage.
Yeah, nice 110 mana there, Enchantress. Haha. Traded 110 for 40. Worth it. But still, there's, like you said, there's no way to kill Viper. You can't go on him anymore. Are they going to set up another kill here? Oh,
They need the vision.
Seamer's
going to see him just in time. Glimpse it back. This time, okay, yeah, he throws the ulti down and Aloha Dance is trapped inside the wall. Bottom lane is where Empire's now going to try and initiate. They can start with Fortune's End, just try and chase solo. When he goes into the corner, triggers the sprites, and then TP's out. It means Havors has to commit the Chrono to attack solo down. And it takes 4 heroes to kill that bloody woman. Ah! Meanwhile, the bottom tower is taken out by the rest of the creep wave, and the mid tier 1 tower will also die.
Is under attack.
What were you saying, Toby? There's no tier 1 in mid anymore. Alright, we're back up to regular speed here. And yeah, they drafted themselves into a corner here. I mean, there's no other way to say it. Aloha can't really do anything against the Viper. He really needs to have his Blink Dagger, and he's not gonna have it for another 3 or 4 minutes here. And at the rate he keeps dying, I don't know. Need to find a lot more space, and like you said, there's no synergy. There's no burst damage besides Mystic Flare and Havos.
I hate to tell you though, Mystic Flare is going to do almost nothing.
They need like 2 Veils.
Any of the damage you deal, gets repaired by Sprites, Mech, or just the tankability that comes from Vega. And if this is now going to be, which it should be, yeah, a Vladimir's offering coming out in Ursa, and then they just attack to get their life back. It's
Radiant's bottom tower.
Team Empire are in a world of hurt, but this hurt started 12 minutes and 50 seconds ago when the draft ended. And now they're going to attack on the bottom lane. They slow down Funnick. That's the primary one they want because they want him to use Fortune's End on himself. This opens up the cause for attack. And Pasha, he's on the hunt. He'll see Havors. Havors does still has time walk away. So he'll use that just for positioning. Aloha jumps inside of his invis too. So they got good vision on what Vega's up to. And even then, like, even seeing this, like, Aloha's going to snipe the courier now. So for everyone that's watching off my perspective, congratulations, you're about to get res.
Woo! Gimme, rares.
Radiant's
Well,
courier
there you go.
has been killed.
I didn't get any.
And but Team Empire can't contest Roshan. But now you're putting an Aegis the Immortal into the hands of Vega. So Empire can't take the team fight,
To the radiant.
but now they're going to take, like, the now Vega have a ticket to force a team fight by pushing through buildings.
I just don't see a way. Even if you have a perfect 5-man chrono, you don't have like Meteor Deafening Blast.
There's no follow. There's no follow-up. Like there's no
absolutely
wombo
not.
combo in this game.
You know what he can do? He can use 150 damage after he pops out of Havos in the chrono. That's 150 on 5 heroes.
Seema.
Oh
He's
my.
going to throw the ulti down as well as the wall. Glimpsing back, Havos underneath the tower. No one's quickly there. The bottom tower is still being pushed out, and they're looking for an entangle over on Nofia. First hit, not going to do it. Second hit, however, that will. Very quick on the execution. The bottom tier 2 tower went down by half-life, but Vega, why lose a tier 1 tower? They may worry about their top tier 1, but with 2 heroes down for Empire, and they've still got the timer on the Aegis, they're going to push down the middle instead.
I mean, they can just go high ground.
They really could.
Let's see, what could they possibly want to back for? I mean, you don't have your static storm up just yet. You need 20 seconds for that. Maybe they'll go high ground at the tier 2 after the tier 2 bottom. But yeah, okay, Pasha. I thought this was something else you could go for. You said the Vlads. I think it's great, but when you're so far ahead in these situations, you can go for like the Mask of Madness, and you can end the game early on. And he's just gonna be a monster going in. He's gonna have max movement speed in these situations. He can get on top of anybody he wants. He will pop very easily, but with an Aegis, I think he'll be fine.
They're coming back. Vega are TPing up. The Bears in the front lines as Empire trying to attack it. Aloha jumps forward, but Pasha, he comes in. Fortune's End will protect the Oracle for now. Pasha inflicting a little bit more damage, and Phonics probably on the tip of actually popping. In fact, okay, yeah, he goes over the tip. And Pasha keeps the chase going. Lifestealer doesn't have Infest. He does have the armor to help him toggle, but okay. They'll end the chase. Vorce is keeping the pressure on the middle lane, so this may stop Vega from just like 4-manning through the top lane.
I would really love to see the man fight 1v1 right now between FN and Pasha here.
Lost. Impetus number 1. Impetus number 2. Starts the Sprite and actually chases after Nofia. Hadouken won't do his work, but Avost dragged back by Seema. And this is that whole thing we said during the drafting phase 2 where Disruptor, like, it works so well for Vega's lineup because they force the issues, and then Empire has no choice but to fight because you're going to get glimpsed back out. That's exactly
I mean,
what
they
happened
did
here.
everything perfectly this game. Like, Solo, he didn't even need to go to any lanes. Like, they've won practically every single lane. He just got free farm. And yeah, like you said, just the Disruptor, it's the icing on the cake for them, where you just get all these free pickoffs because they wanted to pick this hero for Empire that wouldn't get ganked mid from the Enchantress. So they picked the Puck, but then you get countered by the next 2 picks with the Disruptor as well as the Viper, and suddenly you're just screwed for the rest of the game.
Alright, so I don't know if this is meant to be a gank from Aloha.
And they're just scouting.
Like, they have a Lifestealer inside. Like, you don't infest like this unless you're looking for a kill.
No, they've passed the point of killing people. They're just scouting with 2 people.
This would probably be the only kill they could potentially take, which is over on Solo. Okay, Chrono with a Mystic Flare. Disrupt is the primary target. They don't even kill him. He has 14 one-charges. Finally, they get the kill, but Pasha will come in. Avos, he can't time walk. He had half a second left on the cooldown for it. And Pasha, well, he'll take the stun, and they'll look for the damage on the Skywrath Mage, and they've got it as well. Aloha Dance, able to jaunt himself away. Pasha Blink Dagger in 2 seconds, 1 second. That mum is back off cooldown, and he mistimed it. He meant to jump in and go for the Earth Shock. And instead he hit the Earth Shock first before the jump.
Nah, he's not a man. I thought he was a man.
He's got 20 seconds left on the Aegis.
He's not a man. He didn't pop his Mask of Madness at all yet.
Maybe he forgot. It could be on the wrong item slot as well.
Who knows? Yeah, just messing up the Earth Shock there. That would have been a dead Puck. 100%. I think even if he chased, it would have been 100%. But at the same time, Illusionary Orb coming back up. You also have the Oracle around, so maybe you could have Fortune's In or False Promise. I mean, I kind of get those spells mixed up from Oracle. What the hell?
Fortune's End and False Promise.
I don't know why.
Dude, it happens every now and then. It's just something you have to get used to as a caster. Like right now, like my brain, I don't know why. Like after however many years of casting Dota, and knowing the difference between Helm of the Dominator, Hood of Defiance, as well as like Veil of Discord or like Helm of Iron Will, I get them mixed up.
Yes.
It doesn't make it. It's my thing right now. It's my thing right now where I just can't get it out of my
Toby's
bloody
thing.
head. No, it's stupid. Like every now and then, like I'll have like it's like a tick that you get,
Oh.
and it's just on something which is completely stupid, and that's one of the completely stupid things.
I know what you mean.
So Vega now going to be pushing in through top. Now Empire already scouted out where that Observer Ward is. Funnick has a sentry with him. He drops down the sentry and they instantly get rid of the obs. That's a pretty ballsy sentry to put it just on the edge, and the jump in. They go for Solo Glimmer Cape, gives Solo, well, he's not visible, of course. So he turns around, throws out the Impedance, almost kills the face of the live stealer with that one. The Mystic Flare is going to help to get the kill over an Enchantress. Even that, no. Frickin' hell. Skywrath is down. The live stealer still armor toggling. Vorce tries to jump himself away, but of course this just goes to help Solo to get that kill on him. No more time walks available. Mag will take the kill here. This will be top ranks. There's no buybacks for the 3 dead players of Empire. And they can just rotate mid. Nothing has to force Vega out of this base.
Dire's top barracks
You know, sometimes you just get out drafted, Toby, and you just
top barracks
there's
has fallen.
GG.
nothing you can really do.
The live stealer is just so odd.
Yeah, the last pick Lifestealer, that was made my head like hurt even more. It's like, okay, well, your puck is gonna be absolute crap. Obviously, they last pick Ursa, so we didn't know that yet.
Yeah.
Ursa versus the Void is horrible for the Void as well, but still, you're not setting up any synergy whatsoever. I just didn't understand.
It's the issue. Like your Chronosphere, your offlaner is your control initiator, and with the Faceless Void, you work around the Chronosphere. Now the Skywrath Mage didn't do enough. Like you saw how hard